You and I spoke last time, the reason I was in tears is I was born with deformed hands, and holy smokes, there are challenges. However, it's also, I think, anybody's superpower because you've had to be tough. You've had to learn all these things that somebody wouldn't have to learn without that challenge. And looking down what that does in adulthood can be your superpower. It can be your
It can
strength.
be a very powerful tool. Absolutely. My God, you speak my language.
Yeah. Well, I also think too, Michael, I would like to think that our world is a little bit better, that we're a little bit better towards differences, that we've learned better. I had severe bullying when I was little. We've taught our kids, I think, a little bit more. Schools have picked up a little bit more for diversity and inclusion. So I would hope that that happens. I would hope that a 20-year-old understands Down syndrome, that they wouldn't be cruel like they used to be 50 years ago. And I also, sorry,
I
I'm going on.
wholeheartedly agree.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's one more thing though, and I'm just going to add a side comment from before of it is parents' job to teach their children to not stare at differences. And I'll tell you, my kids at 5 years old never, ever stared because I was on them like a wet sock. Because I step out my door, you're stared at,
Yeah.
right? So my kids, they were little, they knew, they didn't because I ingrained as soon as they could look at somebody
Well,
because
they're
it
they're
was on
they're
my
they're
radar.
they're taught, and therefore then it's their reactions are radically different because we don't know. Again, even like last night at a volleyball game, how penetrating nonverbal communication can be in just, and again, I like I said, I laughingly dismiss that. I think in knowing where we are in life right now, most of the time we're grateful and blessed that it's been radically different. But are there
Yeah,
those moments? Because
totally.
again, having a nonverbal child,
Yeah,
what does happen more often than not are adults wanting to communicate with my daughter,
sure.
and she can't even say hello back,
Yeah,
really. So
yeah.
yeah,
At
yeah,
least, I mean, those are good intentions. Speaking from
yeah.
somebody who is stared at, it gets tiresome, right? I mean, you're there
It
and
is
watching
exhausting.
it.
No, no,
It's like,
yeah.
it's exhausting. Like, could we, I'm now in my 50s. Like, could I not deal with something when I go to the bank? So I just think the messaging is like, parents, teach your kids. It gets really tiring to be stared at. So they can learn early on and they can learn why. But you need that parent on the radar.